Hey, you guys, how are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me. We are going to get a message today, and we're going to tap into this new moon energy. And the reason why I'm doing this reading is because I actually got this message early on in this a week. Well, on Monday, it's Wednesday. On Monday, I got this message about I knew there was a new moon coming, and I actually spoke about it in that starseed reading about manifesting with the moon. And a message came through because I was actually going to do a message from the ancestors today, and maybe they will show up. You never, you never know. Excuse me. Um, but the message was with this new moon energy, learning to use that new moon energy not for just manifesting, but learning to use it for taking in the information you need to take in and looking at where you're heading and what intentions you're setting and looking at them, and then using the full moon to come full circle of that, of like that journey, and seeing where you're at with where you started with that new moon, like where you're at now with the full moon. And maybe you need to go on another, do it, cycle on. Some cycles last multiple cycles, right? um I wrote stuff down because I was like, I want to talk about these things. um we we're looking at now all this information I'm giving you. You might need it, you might already know it. Take it what you want, leave the rest on the table. When it comes to the card, when it comes to what I'm saying, anything that I tell you, any advice I'm giving you, any downloads that I've gotten and I'm sharing, take what you need and leave the rest on the table. Learn how to use your own discernment. Learn how to, is that for me? No, that's not for me. I'm going to just leave that there. Okay, so stepping up your game, right? To not just manifest with the moon. Like this is kind of like you've been manifesting with the moon. Okay, now it's time to step up your game. It's time to review and reflect with the moon. It's time to use those moons as a cycle with the moon, and not just for manifesting. And using that new moon to check in to where and what you need to work on, and then going to that full moon, reviewing that and saying, do I need to continue this cycle? Kind of, and I wrote the example down of like college. In college, when you're working towards a degree, you don't just go one semester and you're done. No, it's a cycle of different semesters and different classes, and you go up levels. And that's sometimes how cycles are. And you're not just done with it. You keep on, you just level up to, like, I'm a freshman, I'm a sophomore, I'm a junior, I'm a senior, you're moving up. And sometimes you don't even totally finish. Then if you're going to, depending on your degree and what you're doing, you might have to go back and do more hours, do more things. Okay, and that's what's coming through. Okay, so today we're going to step up the game. We're stepping up the game to say, hey, what right now do we need to review and reflect on with this moon? What is this new moon about that we need to review and reflect? And this could be, so I take readings as when they pop up, that's when you need it. So maybe it's not a new moon when this comes up. Maybe this is the beginning. This is the first of spring, or the first of summer, or it could be your birthday, because your birthday has its own cycle time as well. So there's so many different cycles. It's the first of the month. It could be any of those. It's so that's why when people say readings are timeless, and they're like, well, you're reading with that moon. Well, that energy could be for something else for you. And I came across the video, and it was interesting because the guy was like, and the video was done on, I watched it on Friday, and it was done on a Friday, but it was like a couple months ago. And when random ones come up that's for months ago, I'm like, oh, that's definitely for me. If it's months ago, and I know that title is mine, then that's how you know a message there's a message in there for you, and it doesn't have to be the whole reading. It could be just a simple couple things, right? So that's how when people say this message is timeless, it's okay. So let's see. I don't know why we're gonna look at what we're looking at and reviewing. So this is the karma cards. So what's going to come out of this deck? It could be in the astrological. It could be a house. It could be a planet. It could be um, your astrological sign that shows up. So we have the moon that showed up, which is interesting because we're talking about the moon. So we're on the right track. And it says nurturing of and feelings, calls, and reactions. So yeah, we are. It is. I think this moon is. We are looking at how we're nurturing ourselves and looking at our feelings and how we react to things. This also has in our second house, and the second house is the house with our money. Is that right? Yeah, I'm looking. I'll be forgetting my houses. Let me tell you, I forget them big time. But it is the house of money and work and income. I was right. Yeah. Uh, it says patiently what you want, get what you need. So oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, you know what? So if you have been manifesting, I'm just throwing this out here. This new moon is bringing in something that you have been manifesting when it comes to money or income or job or career, something. If you look at this, it's a moon, and this is a new moon. I love that energy, you guys. And then we have the second house. Look at that. There's a money bag on there. I didn't even pay attention to it. I was all focused on, ooh, am I in the right house? Well, I'm gonna take one more. Get one more. Maybe it'll give us this, what sign this is for, or planet. You know, your planet. You're ruled by your rising sign. It rules your planet. Okay, and this is we also have the seventh house. This is also going to bring balance and cooperation, but this is also seventh house is a relationship house, I think, too. I'm gonna go in the houses. Dang it, we just gonna go up in these houses. Let's go look at let's talk about the seventh house and see. Oh, and I went to it. That's interesting. I was reading some stuff there, and I was like, that's really interesting, because they were saying, I'm trying to get to it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey, for a second. It's interesting because they went to the sixth house. Oh, while the sign and planets associated with the seventh house will symbolize how you feel about working with others. And see, that's not there's more to it. This book always confuses me. I'm not into it. I'm not into that book at all, and so I won't go there. But yeah, the seventh house, that, because it says partners, and it is about your relationships, and it could be marriages and counterparts, and working with others. You know what I just thought of? Three of Pentacles. What is in that? And this is cooperation. This is also, you could be getting an offer from someone as well, which is like an offer with a career, because we had that second house. So new moon. So some of you, it is for, something with partnerships, relationships, marriage, whatever. And some of you, it is with money. And so that's what we're looking at. A lot of houses. I'm not even getting, no planets want to come out, guys. So definitely in this moon cycle, something's coming in. So let's reflect on that. Let's see how you, man, I'm getting, let's see how to work with this, because it says patiently on that second house. It is coming in, and I think this moon cycle, but being patient with it, being You have to be patient. So in saying that, okay, it might not be today with the moon, or the next week. It might be at the freaking end of the full. It might be the end of this new moon cycle, or it could go all the way until the next new moon, which the next new moon is not until I don't know. I would have to flip my calendar over. I can say it's not until June, so it would not be until June, which, being patient for the rest of this month until it comes in, right? And maybe, during that time you have to cooperate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we don't want those. So this is perfect. This is getting some kind of offer, some offer coming in. And this could be, we have two people there, and it could be like, okay, I want to work with you. I think we would be great partners, or some ideals or something. You're getting some, look at this offer. So taking this offer, and it's for your highest good, and it's going to help change. It looks like it's going to help change your income as well. So getting some kind of offer. Oh, dang, what is these things? Yeah, and making that choice, because we have the Lovers. We've got some naked people here, so I'll just do that. We have the Lovers. So I feel with this Lovers, it could be, well, we're we're going to go down two routes. So how have you been in relationships? So looking at, okay, partnerships. Well, we do have a Two of Cups too. Now we have Two of Cups and Lovers. So that it is strongly coming out that, and then we have the seventh house. So this totally can be romantic, that some people have manifested in. Okay, so someone wants to bring some kind of love offer, right? And my last card is the Fool, and you taking the time to reflect and look at, do I want this, and making a choice, because we have that Lovers here, and the Lovers is, it can be a soulmate card, but it's also the choice card of like, what your choice. It's your choice. It's your free will. So it's interesting too that you got two major arcanas out here as well. I just got vibes with that. Just got some vibes with that. But for some of you, yes, and especially with that seventh house here, this is a love offer. But with the second house here, okay, three things. Another person, the person that's coming in with the offer, it could be for like work or something like that, but there is underlying intentions of romantic things going on there, and so you might notice that. And so will you want to take a leap of faith in that, knowing that there are sparks between, even though it's a business offer, there are sparks in that business offer, and do you want to mix business with pleasure? I don't know. That's up to you. And another thing I'm getting is, if we go straight to that second house and we don't even remember the seventh house card that came out, we focus mainly on that second house. With this offer, you do have this is an offer, someone offering you something, and it's very emotionally fulfilling, because it is Cups. And with the Lovers, it's your choice. It's a choice. It's a deep soul choice. And then it's you being open to taking that leap of faith and starting again, and starting a new cycle. Because if you have this new moon, you also have the Fool, which is something new. You have these beginnings, right? Anything else we need to know in these cards, please? Thank you. Yeah, like I said, you're going to and you will have clarity on what you should do. This is another beginning card. It fits perfectly with with that full, with the new moon. It fits in there. So you will have clarity. You will see clearly. You will know the truth of what you want and what you want to seek. Okay? And with this too, with this being a sword and air signs, it reminds me of communication. And because it's interesting too, because this morning when I got up, I got up and I made the bed, and I went to go wake up my daughter, and I couldn't speak, and I was just like, oh gosh, my voice, I don't have my voice. And I knew I was supposed to do this message, and I was just like, so I said, okay. And my daughter said, did something happen? I said, no. I said, I don't know. I was like low voice like this. I was like, I don't know. And so I said, oh, don't worry about it. And so I went in my room, got my water cup, and I drink my water. I usually drink my water first, actually, before I do anything, but I didn't. And so I drank my water, and I told God, I said, hey, I know I'm supposed to do this message today. If I'm not supposed to do it, then don't let that voice come back, because I can go chill out in the sun today. I don't care. And of course, when I finished my water, by the time I had the other kids up, my voice was here. Mm-hmm. So, drink a tea. So, I really feel like a lot of you right now are carrying a lot of burdens, because I do have the Ten of Wands. Maybe a lot of burdens with relationships you're in. Maybe a lot of burdens with money. And that's a lot of people fall into that. And but it is, if you're watching this and you've made it here, know that this is your message, and that something is going to be offered to you, and there is something coming in. Okay, I want you to have that. Okay, let's get the moonologies and get some oracle messages a little more open. Some of you might have had interesting dreams. My neighborhood cat showed up in my dream. I shouldn't say we have a lot of cats in my neighborhood, lots, but she did. She showed up in my dream. So I was just like, okay, all right, this is interesting. So we said, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and it says, be bold and make the first move. And then we have a cardinal moon. So I'm feeling with this, look at the bigger picture. Like, okay, look, before you make that decision, that leap of faith with that full, look at the bigger picture. Look how would this, if you're looking at your hand and you see, okay, I see these lines. If you look further out, okay, I see my hand, but I'm also seeing my bracelet now. Like seeing more, getting more details, like seeing more of what it could be, not just what you're seeing, that littleness you're seeing, but what it could be in like a year or so, or something like that. That's the vibe I'm getting. Whatever you're trying to go after, what could it be, in a year or 2 years? What could that be? What does that look like? And it says, be bold and make the first move. So some of you are asking, some of you have these ideas, and some of you guys want to partner up with people, and you're like, I really want to work with this person, but I don't know if it'll work out. And this is saying, be bold and make the first move. Step out there and say, hey, you know what? I have this idea. I think you'll be great for it. And trust that the universe will have your back. And you don't have to. Well, here's the thing. If you have an idea and you want to work with someone, you should go after it. Now, if you're feeling, I don't want to be telling people my ideas, then that means that person that you're talking to, you don't need to work with them because you don't trust them. End of story. You don't need to be working with them because you don't trust them. If you can't come to them and tell them stuff and be clear and have trust in them, or even have faith that this ideal you have can't be stolen from you. And I know some of the worst backstabbing and the worst people are those people that you trust, but you have to take that leap of faith. sometimes, and try again, because if you don't, you never get anywhere, and you're stuck in the same thing, and it's the same it's the same thing over again. It's the same rotation, and again, you're in that same cycle of not trusting, not getting out there because you're too afraid of failure, of someone saying no or whatever. And so it's saying, be bold, make the first move. Well, I have one project. But I don't know who I would vibe with. I don't know about that. Actually, I do, but I don't know her personally. She would be fun to work with. I just thought of somebody, and I was just like, oh, I would love to work with her. But I don't know her personally. But I think she would be great. Okay, let's get some more messages. Oh my God, what is that about? Let's get... I was about to say 2 more. Maybe 2 is good. No, we'll see. We'll see what comes out. I'm excited. The weather has... Okay, that one. We're just going to take the one on the bottom. All right. Okay, so it says moon cycles, patience. Oh my God, this is the second time we have patience. So if you are truly, even though it feels like you are in this barren desert, because this is even, I think I have a desert over here on one of these. You're like, gosh, it feels like things are so rough right now. Be patient with yourself and everyone around you. It's going to happen in a moon cycle. This is saying it is going to happen in a moon cycle. Oh my gosh. Are we saying full moon here? I don't know. I don't know. I think that might happen on the full moon, which our full moon is on the 23rd. So, I don't know. Maybe we need to do a check-in and see. Okay. Drawing down the moon, knowledge. Ooh, you know how... I dropped it too. Oh, okay. I hear you loud and clear. My guys really wanted me to pull a shaman's dream because, I don't know, so it's something about you guys' dreams or something. I was told before, but I was just like, I don't want to. And I was called to do it again. Okay, so, because this card fell down there on it. Knowledge. So during this moon cycle, try to take in some new knowledge. And even if you're studying the moon cycle, studying about the different moon cycles, even drawing down the moon, just taking in, it says knowledge. So anything that you're studying right now, it's like this is a reminder to buckle down on that study, to make sure you're doing it, to putting in the time of doing that, daily, whatever time that you put that in. Maybe you do it every other day, weekly, whatever. But keep diving into that too, so that you can expand during this moon cycle with that. Because I feel like I feel like once this comes in, it's going to be hard for you to take in as much knowledge as you want to, because I think it's going to make you, your schedule is going to change up, and it's going to make you a lot more busier and different, making different things go on with you. The Yang Moon, strength. Okay, so you're also being asked to, during this time, to have strength. And what's interesting is, and I don't think it is the strength. This reminds me of like the strength card, not, strength like I'm powerful, more of strength of my inner strength, my inner guidance, my inner willpower, having that, having that mental strength, having emotional strength. It's if you can see that person sitting still. So having that strength within yourself, over your mind, over your thoughts, over your emotions, having that strength, okay? And we're going to do a shaman's oracle. And I'm just going to read from the book on this. So that's the message that's coming out, okay, with this one. And then I will also get us a ending card, and we will be done, my dears. I shuffle like 3 or 4 ways when I'm doing my cards because I like to. For real, for real. They're like, you getting these two messages. Two messages. Oh my gosh. Interesting thing. I really want to read this message now. When I was I was in, oh my god, I did a long freaking workout today. And I was like at the last 15 minutes of it, and we were doing stuff on the floor, and I was like, we're doing leg lifts and stuff, and you know what I started thinking of like Wilbert and Charlotte's Web, and I was like, why am I thinking of Charlotte's Web? Well, you know what came out? Jewel Web, and I was just like, that's hilarious. And it's like connectivity, okay? This is how you are connecting with, like, how we all, I feel like this is like how we all in this greater realm of things are connected to one another, how we're all connected to God, and how kind of like think about your the nerves in your body, how they are webbed, and it's connected to so many different things. That's how I feel sometimes we have these energetic cords that are connected to each other like that. This is card number 32. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection. And so, naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perspective of what's possible. Imagine that the answer to your question is not about landing at a particular destination, meeting a goal, or connecting to a certain lover, reaching an end game, or experience any specific. Instead, you discover a shimmering web of jewels you didn't know existed. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. Okay, it says take your focus off of getting anywhere. Practice feeling and being in a place where you desire experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this is true for you? Can you be that now? Feel that now. So it's asking you. This is so whatever is coming, right? But it's saying, so when you have what you want, how would you be? And you're like, I'll be like this, this, this. Okay. So now they are saying to be like that now. Do that now. So say, okay, I'm looking, so say you're like, okay, I'm looking for a new job. I applied for a job, and I really want this job. And when I get this job, I'm going to be able to, um, I don't know, buy a new car, or, take myself out for like a self-care day. And, I don't know, I'm making up all kinds of stuff. I'm just, I'm trying to make like a normal thing like someone would do. Like, I got this new job. I'm so excited. I can finally get that new car I wanted because my car is, so, okay, you don't have the new car, but so you're in the car you already have. And so you're like, I appreciate this car that I already have. It gets me to point A to point B, you know, um, and I can use it for that. And I appreciate this car. Like, and I'm happy I have a car. Like, being in that energy. Mm, mm, yeah, that's hard. I get it. It is hard because sometimes sometimes some like some of you guys have that love and relationship one, and so you might have been single for a while, and so you're like, I want to have someone that we have a soul connection, and I can trust them, and we have these wonderful times together. So how do you do? So now it's saying you have to do that with yourself. So it's like dating yourself and just having a good time with yourself and loving being in your own energy and loving being, watching TV by yourself, going to the movies by yourself, taking yourself out to dinner. You have to love those things by yourself. You have to learn to cuddle in bed by yourself and love that cuddle. I love cuddling by myself. I have a blanket and I cuddle. I'll get it and my kids are like, why do you have that blanket? And I'm like, that's my cuddle blanket. I tell them that all the time, that I have a cuddle blanket. So the next one is the Garden of Venus. We have the Garden of Venus. That's really pretty. It says rest and renewal. So I love this because this is the message of, okay, it's that time when what you have asked for is coming in. And so now it's time to just be appreciative and just relax. It's asking you to relax. Go chill. I'm about to, after this, I'm going to do a little learning. I'm going to do a little reading. And and then I'm going to go chill in the sun. I need to wash dishes too. But I'm going to do, rest and renewal. You have to take that time to just breathe and just relax and enjoy the moment of listening to the birds, of sitting there petting your cat or your dog, cooking that meal. And actually, this goes into mindfulness, okay? And so, and being very mindful, but also resting, like giving yourself a break, rejuvenating yourself with like a hot bath, a lot of self-care stuff. I'm feeling a lot of, it's rest and renewal. And I like I said, I would read from this. In the Garden of Venus, there is still a pond that shows your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. I love that. And it goes back to this new moon when I talked about to review and to reflect with the moon. And so going and looking in the mirror, washing your face and saying, I have been, look who you were before, looking back of who you were and looking at who you are now. It's so much. You've come so far. And it could be something big, it could be something small, but it's something, right? It's something, and that's what we need. All right, before we go, we are going to raise our vibration, because I want this collective, this people walking on this earth plane to rise, to not live in the negative, low vibrational energies, releasing those and vibrate high. I want to have some of you guys vibrating really high by the end of this year. Y'all gonna be vibrating really high. But like Tony's putting y'all to work. Let's do this. But right now you're supposed to be doing some reflecting, some renewing with your body, accepting, and gratitude. Oh, gratitude for sure. Self-care. I just said self-care is because my vibration card is you are worthy. And that's like pouring into yourself, pouring into your cup, taking that hot bath, giving yourself, going and getting yourself a massage, something that is for you. Going to get a pedicure, a manicure, whatever. Going to do something that's for you. Okay? It says, see this from a higher perspective. Oh my gosh. Remember, we already got this. Where'd we get that at? Remember, we got this card in our moon card. Look at the bigger picture. See this from a higher perspective. So my leaving messages to you guys is, what are you supposed to be seeing from higher perspective? Where are you supposed to be standing at and looking at to find some kind of higher perspective? Because evidently this video was, yes, it was those silliness of me coming on here and saying, you guys need to review and reflect. Me too. I'm not out of reviewing and reflecting. I'm going to be reviewing and reflecting as well. I'm mixing up my words. And, oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, I'll stop laughing. But I really think this new moon is saying really checking in with looking at a higher perspective, because that message has come out over and over again. I even think it came out in one of those I don't know, but yes, a higher perspective. You have to be looking from a higher, even when you're in the full leaps down. He is on a cliff, so if you're up on a cliff, that means you got a higher perspective. That means that you have something, and you have that Ace of Swords. That means you have some kind of truth, and you can see some kind of truth, and you can see some kind of higher perspective. So what is that? What are you supposed to be seeing that you're not seeing right now? Because it's in front of you. And I hate saying that because it makes me mad when I hear people say that. I'm like, I don't see it in front of me, Tony. I will, or when I'm listening to someone, I'm like, I don't see nothing in front of me, and I get mad. So now I'm saying it, and now so I can feel that coming out of me when I get mad and people are saying that to me. It's in front of you. Well, I don't know what it is. Only you do. And maybe that was two ways of telling you to look. It says see from a higher perspective or look at the bigger picture. So what are you supposed to be looking at? How it's supposed to work out for you, or how it can work out for you, how it could be later now, or being present right now and being thankful and gratitude right now, how that is just as good as what you're wanting. I don't know. It's going to be on you. So again, thank you guys for being here. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you. Yes, you will see my face on Friday. I already have my message ready. Okay. See you later. Bye.